Quiche, Lorraine. Hello Sandy, hello Julia Petty. How are you? Hello Agnieszka. How are you? Hello Fabs. How are you? How is everyone doing? Hello Bex. Hello Deli Koreana. I'm good. I'm quite happy this week. I don't know if it's the sun, I don't know, but I'm in a good mood. Do you feel affected by the weather? I'm good. Wow, which Vitamix did you choose? Oh, that's great. Yes, the sun is so nice to enjoy, right? I'm so happy about the weather. So happy. And I'm also happy because I'm looking forward for the next few weeks. New challenges, new everything is always good. Scott sent his apologies. He won't be joining us tonight. Is he sleeping again, Bex? Joking. It's okay. Matthew will also not join us. Wow, you really went for it. Congrats. It's a great baby. You will see. Vitamix. It's amazing. I'm happy when it's sunny. Yes. Today I rushed in the house after I made the deliveries just so I could have lunch. I had a quite late lunch. I have always really late lunch. Hello, Mom. Hello, P2 3197. Hello, Shakon. Hello, Caro 1235. I always have late lunches, and today I rushed in the house, in the apartment, so I could have lunch in the balcony. So nice. Hello, Mishu. So, people, classical question. What did you had for lunch? Yes, late for Lux. No, I think I was Spanish probably in another life because I like late lunches. My morning just goes so much better when I have a later lunch. Hello, Hofkovsky. What was your lunch today? Hello, Nadia. How are you? Hello, Pigraph. I had moqueca. That's nice, Julia. Well done. Hello, Insider Outside. Truffle burgers with fries. Wow, that seems amazing. Hello, Deborah Lenning. How are you? So 2 more minutes and then we start. I had some leftover couscous salad from yesterday. That's good. Leftovers are always a great idea. I had baked aubergine topped with lentils and veggies and leftover satay sauce. Oh, you made satay sauce. Yeah, I love it. In everything is so good. And I love aubergines. I like it so much. Tifilkun pizza. What is that? I know stress of delivery delay. It makes nervous always. Yes, I don't even get nervous. I was not even delayed, but I prefer to have a late lunch and make my morning longer than having early lunch, and then my morning seems so short. Hello, Abelo Art. Hello, I travel, you travel. Someone changed accounts on Instagram, I think. So, one more. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Is Bento watching me too? So, 5 minutes. Should we start? I think so. We should start. Well, are you wondering exactly what I will do to make a quiche Lorraine today? Because I know, well, first of all, oh, he's sleeping. I'm hungry. I'm not yet, but I will be probably until the end of this live. I'm always hungry when the live gets to an end. For the quiche Lorraine, what is the traditional quiche Lorraine? I think everyone knows, but a good explanation is always good. Matthew would say it. He's not here for me to blame on him. Okay, I have to keep going. Normally you have bacon and Gruyere cheese, right? That is the classical quiche Lorraine. Today, of course, we don't have bacon and we don't have Gruyere cheese. So what we want here is just to mimic the flavors. That's it. So I think you can guess by now what I will use for the bacon, right? Can you guess? You probably know that I will use smoked tofu, right? It's the best choice for... Hello, Chia. It's the best choice for vegan bacon. I use it in a lot of recipes when I want this hearty, meaty flavor, and I think it does really well. So here I will slice thin slices. Yes. And then I will slice really like I would have little bacon slices. But of course, if you want bigger pieces, you can also have bigger pieces. That is up to you, your taste. Hello, Anna. There you go. So we have here our sliced bacon, kind of. But even if smoked bacon by itself, smoked tofu by itself already has some baconish taste. So happy for the quiche. Yes, you are the one of the ones asking for it. Even if smoked tofu already has this baconish kind of taste, I like to give a more intense bacon kind of flavor. And for that, what we use is, don't be surprised, but I think probably you know by now, maple syrup. Yes, but not too much. It's just for caramelization. Caramelization. I have sometimes trouble with words. Okay, just a little bit. You see, not too much. What else do I put here? I put tomato extract. Why tomato extract? It gives umami. We need umami in this recipe. We need a punch in the face for the kind of bacon. Because bacon is pure umami, right? I was not a big fan of bacon before, but I like a lot when I make the vegan version of it. What else should I use here? Olive oil, of course. See, you didn't know, so now you learn, Julia. Now olive oil. And you could also use neutral coconut oil if you prefer, but I prefer to have the olive oil taste in this case. And then with your hands, you mix it really well. And this has to be with the hands, otherwise it will not incorporate well. Okay, you see now it's kind of a reddish smoked tofu, and in taste is already so good by itself. But I have to say that if you then you have the option of drying out by grilling or roasting it. In this case, I will roast it, I will bake it, because I want really that it have dried pieces. But if you want that it's more humid, pan frying, pan grilling, it's amazing for it. So I will just set aside, because we have a second element in this recipe that probably you are curious about. That is, what am I using as a Gruyere cheese? And actually there is no cheese in this recipe because it's vegan, of course, but not vegan cheeses neither. What I want is just to mimic cheese flavors and textures. So in our batter, in our appareil, I think it's in our batter, it will already have some cheesy flavors. But the Gruyere cheeses, it leaves a little bit of pieces inside, right? So I want to recreate that. And for that, I will use another kind of tofu. So now I will use a normal tofu, really firm one. Do you need to do the step? No, you don't need it. This is Marina trying to complicate stuff. It makes it more yummy. Yes, it does. But it has easier, quicker versions of this same recipe. You can do just without this and just adding the seasoning into the batter and you will have the same taste. Pretty much, not the texture, but the taste. What do I want with my tofu? I want to grate it, really like cheese, because I want the texture of cheese inside. Now is the point where I'm careful because I tend to grate my fingers with. I'll grate just a tiny bit more. Okay. So I have it here now. Then another bowl. If Matty would be here, he would say, Marina, after I don't want to wash this plate. But you know what? He's not coming late tonight and I will just wait for him with plates to wash. Because I think I deserve it. I'm doing too much washing at home. Then, this is our texture. You see they grated, it's really like cheese. But of course, it doesn't have cheese flavor. So we need to add cheese flavor. What we are going to add here? We are going to add some miso paste. Not too much. Again, we want just the umami, the punch in the face that I always talk about. So a tiny bit. What else we need for this recipe? Here, I just... this is just Brazil nuts that I made it to a powder, you see? That's what I want. But if you don't have nuts or you don't want to add nuts, you can also add seeds like sunflower seeds when they are toasted. They give pretty much the same feeling. And here some nutritional yeast. And again, put in the washing machine. Of course I will put in the washing machine, but you know what? The problem is that these bowls, they don't fit really well in the washing machine. I have to be honest. In this case, I have to be honest. What else do we need to add here? Salt, because cheese is something quite salty normally, right? And for more than I added miso, I added just a little bit of miso, so I will not have the strong... Oh, Anna, you pay attention. Yes, it's a new olive oil. We got this as a gift. Yes, I always get food as a gift. I don't complain. I like it a lot. So now again with my hands, I will mix everything together. And this one, I don't need to toast it. I don't need to bake it, sorry. I like it is, it's already good. So here, okay, I have it. It's really good. I always say that, but it is really good. Yes, it's the best gift. I agree 100%. I could add also some mustard in my grated cheese to give more this cheesy feeling, but I would not in this case. But if you are at home, and especially if you don't have miso, add a tiny bit of mustard in the grated cheese. What are we doing now? Now we are doing the crust. Probably you know this crust by now because I talked already a lot about it, and I think in my first live I made the same crust. And this is the chickpea crust. Of course you can make it with traditional quiche crust, but I love this crust. And it's not because I have something in my hair. It's really weird today, no? Sorry people, I need to adjust here. I look at myself and I think that is weird. I talked already about this crust before. It's the chickpea crust, and I like it not because it's full of chickpeas, of course this is a plus, but because it really tastes good. It tastes really good, and the texture is perfect. It's this crumbly texture that I love it in the quiche crust. Some people prefer the puff pastry, and that is great. I know I'm promising you vegan puff pastry. I know that. I know. It will come. It will come. Things are getting better now because delivery will stop. No, I love to do the deliveries, but it's true that I will have more time for development and to film for you. So now I forgot almost. Here, what we need to add? We need to add coconut oil to our crust, and I'm using the neutral one, so no flavor. They are cooked. It's cooked chickpeas. Sorry, I forgot to say. Good, Anna. You are good, Anna. Thank you. Then what we do? Food processor. Hello, Gilsen. Then you scrap the sides here. Normally, if you make bigger quantities, it's easier, but I'm making a small quantity and you will see why. Okay, so now, hello Paloma, how are you? So now I'll add my rice flour to my chickpeas. And my salt. Where did I put my salt? Salt here. Whoever came already to my classes probably already tasted this crust because I did in so many different classes. I changed the filling, I changed the presentation, but this is a crust that I really love it. And I think for a weekday, it's our easy quiche that it's delicious, and it's also more nutritious than just flour on your crust, right? Flour and a lot of butter. Then now, optional, you can add a tiny bit of curcuma, just a little bit. We don't want too much. It just gives a little bit of a yellowish color that when you do a crust with butter, you have the same kind of color. Tiny bit, not too much. I add a little bit more. I will leave the recipes with grams, but I'm making really with my eyes. By the way, I know I'm late with the recipe for the empanadas, and it will come before the weekend. I promise you. I promise. So you can make it during the weekend. But it's just that last week of delivery is just insane. It's like the first one. And with that, we have the first opening of restaurants, right? So it's a bit of a crazy week. The dough is ready, and now you will see it's a really easy dough to mold. You see, we will mold that together, but meanwhile, because you know this time I was thinking about the problems and I want to finish this recipe with you. I hope so. I hope this time I can again. What do I do? I molded already in my little pan. Actually, I did it in 2 different ones to show that it's possible to do it what you have at home. You can make it also big. Hello, Anna. You can make it big also, but I prefer to make it small, hoping that we can finish this recipe in time for the end of the live. So here we just put it here to pre-bake our crust, because it's really important to pre-bake it so it doesn't soak when we add the filling. And here I have my little bacon that I will put on the side in the same tray, and also roast it so it dries out and I get more this baconish texture. And taste also. Also helps, the fact that I will dry out, it helps to concentrate the flavors inside the smoked tofu. Then now it's oven time. And we have 50, so we have 10 minutes. Hello, Caroline. Here, what I was. Okay. So here I have my dough, and then I will show you how you mold it. It's really easy. I promise this quiche is so easy and it's really delicious. It could be that we don't finish in time, but it's just because oven, it's the time where you rest, right? I love things that it goes to the oven because while I wait for the thing to be ready, I just get ready with the mass, and then when I want to eat, is everything clean already. I love that. Not in this case though. So you just press it on your sides of the pan. Can you see it, how I do it? I just press it with my fingers. You don't want to roll down this crust because it's quite soft, so you will break it. It makes no sense to do that. You know, you just press it all around. You do it more careful than I am doing now, but I just want to be fast here. But I think you all know how it works, right? Quiche. I think quiche is one of the first recipes that we learn how to cook. Is it just me that was one of the first ones that I learned, or just me, or you also bake quiche? Let me know. Thank you for the little hearts. So here I just press it all around. And then if you want, you didn't. What was the first thing that you learned how to cook? I want to know from you. What was the first recipe that you learned how to cook? So now if I want to make it just something pretty, you just press it on the sides here. You see how I'm doing? Look. It's a bit hard to make it. You see? Then now you have something, it will be prettier when I take it out. Ratatouille! That's nice. Hello, Dad. Tortilla de patatas with my grandmother. Oh, that's so Spanish, Paloma. Now let's attack the quiche, the real cakes and biscuits. Oh, I started with sweets also. I started with sweets also. I think first, I don't remember. No, I do remember. First thing that I baked was a cake in my favorite oven, my first oven. It was a plastic oven with a lamp, and you would bake this cake. And I have such a big affection by this oven. I want to bring it to Luxembourg, but it's a bit hard to bring it. It's a message there. If my mom and dad are listening, they know I want this oven. So now we are going to use the blender because you know I cannot live without a blender. I never made a quiche, so now it's time, Barbara. It's time. You will see. It's nice. I like to eat quiche a lot. And I don't know, I think probably it was something from my mom, but mom always liked the quiche at home. So we always had quiche. In the evening most of times. So I'm using here now another kind of tofu. That is the soft one. And I will just... Okay, did some mess? Probably not. Okay. I never cooked living with my parents. I had to learn everything after I moved out. So now I insist on my cooks. Yes, it's really good to insist kids to cook regularly. I agree 100%. I will always cook it at home, but it's a bit weird that I was cooking so much. I think it was really because I always liked it. And I love to see also the cooks that would come to the house. So I love to see the kitchen. I always loved it. Because at home, besides me, I don't know. I would not say much, but wow. Things are not so fun, easy. Hello, Clara Naveiro. So here I have my soft tofu. What else do I need here for my batter, right? My quiche thing. It's plant milk. You know, I'm all about the cashew milk all the time, but use whatever you want. Then I have here chickpea flour, and don't get scared. It's really chickpea flour. I will add just 1 tablespoon. Not too much. Then I have here tapioca starch, but you could also use cornstarch or potato starch or whatever you have it. And then calm down, don't freak out. We have again chickpeas. And why am I using, Marina, why are you adding all these weird ingredients? Tell me. I will tell you. The thing is, what is a quiche batter? It's eggs and cream. So here we have, in our soft tofu gives this egg and cream kind of feeling. But we also have the need for the taste of this eggy taste that a quiche has. And believe me, chickpeas will give you. And then why do I add tapioca starch? Because it helps to bind everything together, because since we don't coagulate so easy because there's no eggs, the tapioca starch will help with that. And also tapioca starch has a tiny bit of cheesy flavor, so that helps. But if you don't have tapioca starch, don't worry, it works out with cornstarch. Now, next, what do we need? We need nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast, as probably you know by now, it adds cheese flavor to everything. What else do we need? Where is my mustard? Let me take it here. Then now I'll add a tiny, I suppose there are some people from Paraguay online. I don't know that. So far, I don't think so. So here mustard inside. What else do I need? I need salt, of course. I don't know why I insist on doing this these things with a white shirt. Have no idea why I insist on this. What else do we need? We need black salt, and probably you also already learned by now, but black salt adds eggy taste also. Now we have everything, and it's just blender time. So wait a second. And I wish you would be here. Oh, my dogs are mad. White t-shirt is never a good idea. Never. What else, dogs? What else? What should we tell them? Huh? Dogs? Dogs? No, they don't respect me. You know, the problem is that there is a cocker spaniel walking on the common area of the building. And my dogs, they think they are the owners of the whole field here. Yes, they want attention. Always. They need a lot of attention. Now, I will show you here how our quiche batter looks like. And it really looks like a quiche batter. I will just taste because we need to see if the salt is good. Pretty much. Okay, Dad. But they are not here. More salt a little bit. And blender again. Okay, now it should be done. And we just need to wait for our crust to get out of the oven. I will check it on it in 1 minute. It's good. And you don't need to be afraid of tasting it because there is no raw eggs. Nothing will happen. Just cleaning here. So people, are you going to restaurants this weekend? Let me know. I want to know who is going out this weekend. Who already has a reservation for Friday evening? Apparently a lot of people already have, because Kopchen is already quite booked for Friday evening. Okay, I will check there. my oven. Okay, here we are. I miss restaurants. Yes, I think everyone is missing restaurants. I have to say, I don't know what to expect if people are going to restaurants or if they are not going to restaurants. Here, let's just finish here, and then we will have. I just want to show you. It's kind of warm, even for me, but I want to show you how it looks when you first pre-bake the crust. You see here. It changes a little bit the color. It gets more like darker color. This one is even cuter. I'm making two different shapes, so you can choose which one you prefer. You see? We tried to get a table option, but I think we didn't get a response. Oh, okay. Did you call them? I will let them know. Not this weekend, but we go to friends and places that. It looks better. Yes, it is. You have the same feeling than with butter, I promise you. And here is our bacon, and I would like you so much to look. Okay, I will burn myself. It really, I think it would be easier if I just bring you here. You see? Okay. You saw that I was fast because I was afraid to show you the mess that my house is right now. I think my friend sent a message. On Instagram. Okay, I will talk to them. I will talk and I will let you know, Sandy. I will not forget. Taste. It's really yummy. I will say that. I know. Now what we are going to add? I'm adding a tiny bit of the bacon. On the bottom, a tiny bit of the cheese also. Do you see it? Yeah, I see it. Okay, I think a tiny bit more doesn't hurt. We all like cheese, right? Then I come with my batter. And I cover it, and if you see, I get really on the edge of the crust because it doesn't grow as much as the egg, so I want really to go far with it. And then what I like to do now is to add a tiny bit more of the bacon. And a tiny bit, I will talk to him, I will talk and let you know, of the cheese. Then, my personal recommendation, but that is not mandatory, I'll just take the bacon away here. My personal recommendation, but it's not mandatory, is that you add a pinch of salt on the top. Why is that? When we make gratinated, when we add the cheese, a lot of cheese that melts and everything, it gives a little extra saltiness to our crust. And that's a bit the feeling that I want to recreate here. Now, oven time. And I rescue a bacon here. To wait, and hopefully we will have time enough. But meanwhile, since we have time, I will do here with you the other modes that we have, and we can also talk. So Sandy, I will not forget about it, I promise. If I do forget, talk to me on message here, because I'm promising, but my friends that are online can assure you that I forget about stuff sometimes, but it's not, I don't mean it. So if I don't tell you an answer until the end of today or the evening, you let me know on the private messages. And then we can talk. I know I said that maybe I would have someone interviewing someone online, but it was, like I said, a really crazy week, and I was kind of afraid that I would have to cancel this live. So I didn't confirm in the end. I preferred to not cancel on someone, although I also hate to cancel with you. I have a friend, my personal assistant, Sanji, that just sent me a message here telling me not to forget about you. So don't worry, I will not. And then I preferred not to book it up with someone. But I have to say that for next week, I really plan to have someone here. I think it will be already okay. What do you think? Do you have an idea? Because I'm always scared, you know, of bringing someone here and then it's not really allowed. But I think it is, right? Because restaurants are open. You're very curious about? So yes, and then what else we can talk about it? What else do you want to talk about it? Yes, then I want to bring someone here, but I want to know if you have any idea. Yes, it is up to 6 actually. But do they have to wear a mask? It's not clear for me because I don't want people with a mask because, you know, camera will not really... Ah, the guests, yes. Because I think it's a bit weird to be on a live and wear a mask. Ah, who I'm interviewing. Just nice people, but no one so special. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just saying no one famous. Don't expect someone famous. Everyone is special. Oh, that was horrible that I said. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think I will give it a try, you know. I keep it all the rules of hygiene, but really the mask I think is a bit weird to cook live with a mask. When I cooked for the delivery, I always had a mask, but for the lives it's a bit weird. How long do the quiche keep in the fridge? Quite long. You can keep it for 5 days in the fridge. And then if you want, you can also freeze it. That's a good meal prep tip. You can freeze it and just have it when you want. You just put it in the oven to defrost it. So here it is, my other thing. And I have still crust dough, but I don't have any more the molds, so I'll wait for after the live. Can we freeze the quiche raw or baked? Yes, you can freeze and you can choose. If you want to do the filling another day, you can... Hello, my bad. You can freeze the dough just like it is, like raw like this, if you want, and then finish when you decide. But otherwise, you can also finish totally the quiche and freeze it after it's done. I find it easier, but sometimes we are in a rush and then we prefer to do step by step. A tip is also that you can freeze the dough. You know, here I have the dough here like this. You know, it's just leftovers now. But if you have the big dough, you can make it in advance, make it a square, wrap it in plastic is not really eco-conscious, but wrap it in whatever and freeze it. And then you can also defreeze it after and use it when you decide. This also makes good empadinhas for the Brazilians. Really good empadinhas. Yes. Reusable, yes, that's it. Another word that I have trouble to say. I have a lot of trouble with my tongue lately, I think. Hello, Maria Codas. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? That will be happy now. Yes, so now we have to wait a little bit, like always now, because we have always these baked recipes, and we can talk. what would you like to see me doing on Sunday? Because as I told you, the Friday live, it's over now, but there will be a nice surprise. I will not leave you without anything. What did I have for lunch today? Can you guess what I had for lunch today? I think you can. I think you all can guess what I had for lunch today. I'm not showing my lunch, never, on Instagram and this kind of stuff. What other types of quiche we can do? All kinds of quiche. One of my favorites is leek. I love leek quiche, and then I put hazelnuts on top. You know, I'm all about the nuts. I think they add so much taste. Tofu for lunch. How happy I get. Where is it? Was it good? You didn't tell me anything. You can make leek. What else can you make? I like to make also with pumpkin, that I know is not your favorite, Julia. Empanadas. Yes, I had empanadas. I had empanadas with a salad because, you know, I'm all about the leftovers. I only eat the leftovers when I'm cooking now for delivery. Always. If I have something left, it will be my lunch. I love leek also. Love it. Coxinhas. That's nice. I guess you had tofu. I had moqueca, remember? I had tofu. Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, Julia. I was thinking already that you had a tofu moqueca. But no, I didn't have tofu. Although, yeah, tofu was part of the filling of my empanada, but not pure tofu. I had empanadas. They were delicious. I cannot say a different, can I? No, I cannot. But yeah. I know that. That is making family reunion here to watch. It's nice. It's nice. It's bringing family. My cousin. Yes, I know. Prima. Yeah, so I had empanadas for lunch, and then I'm kind of, I'm kind of waiting now for I'm looking forward to have again my lunch planet. Don't get me wrong, I love doing the deliveries. It's just that they were really a lot of work for one person. So I'm happy a little bit to be able to go back to my projects. Thank you for the little hearts. And about the lives, I love so much making it, but I know that now people's life will go back to a normality, and that can affect a little bit how we are going to make it, but I'll keep trying. I would love a vegan poke bowl. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You like poke, Anna? What you add in your poke normally? What's your traditional poke? I will check on the quiche here. I will bring you with me because I think it's worth it. It looks nice. You see, they look so baconish, so crunchy. No, normality, that's a sweet word to listen. Yeah, it's our new normal, and it's nice. It's nice to have our social life back. Or something like poke, super fresh for summer. Yes, for sure, that's a good idea. You don't like edamame? I love edamame. Julia makes an amazing edamame. Seaweed salad. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this ready sweet seaweed salad. I find it always so sweet. But it's good. Poke I like the rice, the Japanese rice. I like everything that goes on top. It always tastes good. That's my opinion. And you know, some people told me what they had, what was the first thing that they cooked in their lives, but other people didn't tell me. So I want to know. I see here, Anna, what was the first thing that you cooked? Jamili, what was the first thing that you cooked? Tell me. I would like to know what you cooked. Vegan homemade mayo. Yes, I made it, and I make pancakes. Omelette. Pancakes is a nice one. I also, as a kid, I would love to make the American pancakes, the fluffy ones. We love to make that at home. Omelette, I think it was, yeah, not my first one, definitely. I never cooked so much eggs, I think, at home. But my first recipe that I baked as sweet was these little cakes in this amazing oven that had a little plastic under. I love it, a little plastic. It was plastic and had a little lamp, and the lamp would bake the cake. And that was amazing. I'm repeating all the time to see if my mom is convinced and sends me over this oven that I want to have it in the house. But otherwise, my first savory recipe, I remember, I was, I think, 13. I waited that my parents had something outside, so no one would be in the house. My brother also had something, my sister, everyone was out. I was alone at home that night, and I waited everyone to go out. I sneaked in the fridge. I went to the newspaper and I took the culinary section. There was a recipe from José Hugo Ceridônio, a great chef in Brazil, and he made risotto primavera. Then I went there, I saw that I had ingredients. So we had broccoli, peas, I don't remember what else, but there was a lot of vegetables. And I went and I made a risotto. And then I loved it, I ate a lot, but I was so afraid that my parents would not like it that I packed everything and I threw it in the trash. And probably they didn't know that until now. Yes, I threw in the trash, I know, but I was 13, forgive me. I was afraid that they would not like it and they would, I don't know. I was just afraid of being judged by the food. Hello, Memeia! Oi! But before that, I was cooking a lot. I was baking a lot already at home. I started baking quite early, I think. The cakes, I don't even know how old I was. Tudo bom? The quiche is smelling so good. I think I would take it out now. Let's see. I love risotto. I had corn risotto once and that was life-changing. Corn risotto, that I never had, I have to say. I never imagined corn in a risotto. But everything, I'm open to everything. Bom que você veio, que você tá aqui. So, I have to close the window because otherwise you will not see much. The sun is now going down and it's quite hard inside the apartment, so we make it a little bit. I know how to make chickpeas. Is it better? Let me go down a little bit more. I think now is good, right? Hello, Coption restaurant. I think Matty is not so busy anymore. I would guess it's Matty. I said Matty. The dogs go to the door because they think Matty is coming home. Here is the quiche. You see? How can you see that it's ready? When you shake it like this, you see, I shake it and it goes a little bit, but it's not soft liquid in the middle. Then you know it's ready. And the best, before you have the quiche, is that you let it rest for a while. But like for 15 minutes before you cut it. Because when you open, that it works also for normal quiche. When you freshly bake a quiche, it's liquid inside, so you need that it holds a little bit so the humidity goes away and then it doesn't release this little humidity. Do you understand what I mean? Am I clear? So now quiche is done. Look how cute. Let me take a plate here. I should have taken 1 second. Don't go away, don't go away. I will use my mother-in-law plate so she's happy. Yes, it's really delicious, this one. Then now, also it's easier. There you go. I was really afraid that it would break. So can you see our quiche? That's one. The other one I will also take it out of the oven, but later, because I see that it needs to cool. It would be better to wait a little bit. Oh, so delicious. I need a fork. Mmm. Oh! It's too warm. But it's so good. Mmm. It's so delicious. I'm glad there is 3 more here. So people, hello Limporta. Didn't say hello to you. Yes, so I think now we are coming to an end. Sad. But we see each other on Sunday. If you want to send me suggestions, feel free. Otherwise, I will open a free poll for everyone. I always do open the polls, but normally it's based on your suggestions here. And we see each other on Sunday, but I promise on Friday there is a little something for you. What are you having for dinner tonight? What are we having for dinner tonight? You said that you come home for dinner. See you on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, Dad, it is. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, and I see you on Sunday. I love to have you here, and I really hope that really soon I can have you around. Bye-bye.